Philippines and India are staunch advocates of safety at sea, freedom of navigation, and adherence to international law, including the 1982 UN Convention on Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, as well as the 2016 Arbitral Award on the South China Sea. This was evident during my visit to New Delhi in June last year, and was evident again during our discussions today, especially on recent actions of China in the West Philippines.
For years, Filipino sailors patrolling the South China Sea have faced a frustrating reality. Each time a Chinese Coast Guard vessel blocks their path, each time a swarm of militia boats encircles their ship, there's little they can do but radio for help, take evasive action, and endure the humiliation of retreat. They know the pattern all too well. China pushes, the Philippines protests, and the cycle repeats. But what if, for the first time, Manila had the power to push back? That moment is now on the horizon. In a historic deal, the Philippines is set to acquire a $200 million missile system from India, marking a major shift in its defense strategy. These aren't just weapons, they're a message that the days of helplessly watching intrusions are numbered. A message that the Philippines is ready to defend its waters with real deterrence. And behind this deal stands another rising power, India, making its mark as a global arms supplier and strategic ally. The question is no longer whether the Philippines can fight back. The question is, how will Beijing respond when it does? The Philippines is about to complete a $200 million missile contract with India, a major step to strengthen its defense capabilities amid rising tensions in the South China Sea. In addition to being India's second significant defense export to Manila, this deal highlights the two countries' growing strategic alliance, which is fueled by their mutual concerns about China's forceful regional moves. At the heart of this deal lies the Akash missile system, a medium-range mobile surface-to-air missile, SAM, developed by India's Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO. The Akash missile has the following specifications: range of operation, 4.5 kilometers to 25 kilometers, weight, 710 kilograms, guidance system, command guidance, target types, helicopters, fighter aircraft, UAVs, and more. The system is fully automatic, ensuring a rapid response from target detection to engagement. Its open system architecture allows adaptability to both current and future air defense environments, and it is equipped with high immunity against active and passive jamming. The Akash system is mobile, capable of quick deployment, and self-sufficient with inbuilt power sources. The deployment of the Akash missile system offers the Philippines a robust defense mechanism against potential aerial threats in the contested South China Sea. Its ability to engage multiple targets simultaneously in both group and autonomous modes ensures comprehensive coverage of vulnerable areas. The built-in electronic countermeasures, ECCM, enhance its resilience against electronic warfare tactics, a critical feature given the sophisticated capabilities of potential adversaries. The system's mobility allows for rapid repositioning, ensuring that key assets remain protected even as operational dynamics shift. When compared to other missile systems in the region, the Akash holds its ground firmly. For instance, China's HQ-9 surface-to-air missile system has a longer range, reportedly up to 200 kilometers. The Akash's mobility, rapid deployment capabilities, and advanced ECCM features provide significant tactical advantages, especially in the archipelagic and contested maritime environments of the South China Sea. The Akash's open system architecture allows for future upgrades, ensuring that it remains relevant against evolving threats. The impending missile deal between India and the Philippines is more than a mere arms transaction. It symbolizes a strategic alignment, with the Akash missile system enhancing the Philippines' defense posture in a volatile region, while also marking India's emergence as a key defense exporter on the global stage. The South China Sea remains one of the most contested waterways in the world. with China claiming nearly the entire region under its expansive 9-line. Repeated Chinese incursions into Philippine-claimed waters, harassment of resupply missions to outposts like the BRP Sierra Madre, and militarization of artificial islands have intensified Manila's urgency to modernize its military. The Akash missile deal is part of the Philippines' broader effort to strengthen its deterrence capabilities, alongside acquisitions of new naval assets and enhanced security ties with allies. China has transformed reefs into military bases, deployed advanced missile systems, and regularly deploys its Coast Guard and maritime militia to enforce its claims. For the Philippines, this expansion is not just about sovereignty, it's a direct threat to its security and economic interests. Other regional actors, including Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia, share similar concerns, leading to a push for stronger defense cooperation within ASEAN and beyond. India has several reasons for increasing its involvement in Southeast Asia. By providing the Akash missile system, New Delhi establishes itself as a vital defense partner in the area and fortifies its relationship with Manila. China's Belt and Road Initiative and growing naval presence are the main causes of India's Act East policy and growing maritime presence in the Indo-Pacific. Increasing India's arms exports, defense agreements such as these act as a check on Beijing's expanding might. The United States remains a key security guarantor in the South China Sea, backing its allies, including the Philippines, through military aid, joint patrols, and the Mutual Defense Treaty. Washington has intensified its freedom of navigation operations, phone ops, and military exercises, challenging Beijing's claims. The Philippines' growing defense partnerships with India and the U.S. reflect a broader strategy to ensure a free and open Indo-Pacific, where no single power dominates the region. India and the Philippines have steadily deepened their defense cooperation, with the $375 million BrahMos supersonic cruise missile deal marking a milestone in their military relationship. This contract, signed in 2022, represents India's largest ever defense export and provides Manila with a potent deterrent against maritime threats. The upcoming $200 million Akash missile deal is another step in this growing partnership. Beyond missile sales, both nations have engaged in naval exchanges, training programs, and discussions on cybersecurity and maritime security cooperation. Future collaborations could include anti-drone technology, radar systems, and joint military exercises to enhance interoperability. While defense ties are expanding, economic relations between India and the Philippines are also on an upward trajectory. Bilateral trade reached $2.8 billion in 2024, with Indian investments in pharmaceuticals, IT, and infrastructure gaining momentum. Indian companies like Tata Consultancy Services, TCS, and Infosys are strengthening their presence in the Philippines, contributing to its growing tech sector. Additionally, cooperation in emerging areas like digital payments, renewable energy, and agriculture is fostering deeper economic integration, complementing their strategic partnership. Both India and the Philippines face direct challenges from China's assertive policies. While Manila contends with Beijing's aggression in the South China Sea, India remains locked in a border standoff with Chinese forces along the line of actual control, LAC, in the Himalayas. These shared security concerns have pushed both nations toward greater strategic alignment. By strengthening ties, Manila and New Delhi not only enhance their own security, but also contribute to a broader regional effort to counterbalance China's rising influence in the Indo-Pacific. Launched in 2014, India's Make in India initiative has reshaped the country's defense sector by prioritizing indigenous manufacturing and reducing dependence on foreign arms. The initiative has fueled domestic production of advanced weapon systems such as the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, Akash air defense system, and Tejas fighter jet, while also encouraging private sector participation and international joint ventures. With a target of achieving $5 billion in annual defense exports by 2025, India is aggressively positioning itself as a key supplier of cost-effective, high-quality defense technology to friendly nations. By acquiring a mobile, all-weather air defense system, the Philippines gains the capability to counter aerial threats, including Chinese fighter jets and drones operating in contested areas. A credible deterrent makes hostile maneuvers riskier for potential aggressors, reducing the likelihood of military confrontations while reinforcing the Philippines' ability to safeguard its territorial integrity. Beyond direct security benefits, this deal solidifies India's role as a reliable defense partner for smaller Indo-Pacific nations.
The importance of our defense cooperation, the need to stabilize the Indo-Pacific, the importance of respecting rule of law and promoting inclusive multilateralism.
As you can see, there are quite a number of areas where our cooperation is now taking place. And of course, overall, we attach great importance to our relationship with India.
Looking to resist Chinese coercion without directly escalating tensions. For China, the Akash deal represents a growing resistance to its dominance in the region. The India-Philippines defense partnership signals that Manila is expanding its strategic alliances beyond the U.S., diversifying its military ties with emerging powers like India and Japan. From Beijing's perspective, this reflects a regional realignment where smaller nations are seeking alternative security partnerships to counterbalance Chinese influence. This deal also reinforces India's willingness to engage in the South China Sea strategically, a move that aligns with its Act East policy and growing interest in maritime security in Southeast Asia. This agreement could pave the way for deeper defense collaboration, with the potential for future deals involving advanced Indian weaponry, such as the Tejas fighter jet, Pinaka rocket systems, and Swathi radar systems. Beyond defense, economic, technological, and infrastructure partnerships between the two nations are expected to gain momentum.
Meetings and visits are one indicator of the growing closeness between our two nations, but this is equally visible in a range of domains, starting from trade and investment and extending to health and food security, to education and science and technology, defense and maritime cooperation.
This deal may also set a precedent for India's expanding footprint in Southeast Asian security affairs, with other regional players, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Malaysia, possibly following suit. An important turning point in Indo-Pacific defense dynamics. The India-Philippines missile deal strengthens Manila's security and increases India's standing as a major regional actor. Deepening defense alliances indicate a changing power dynamic as South China Sea tensions continue, with growing powers like India claiming their influence and smaller countries bolstering their deterrence. This changing security environment challenges unilateral supremacy and shapes a more balanced Indo-Pacific order, highlighting a new era of strategic collaboration. Thank you for tuning into our channel. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global issues.